back to my channel. And I was crafting alone, carrying on creating this little gem here. And I thought, well, why don't I invite you in? So come craft with me. So what I got here is I have what's left of my $500 bag. And I call this my $500 bag because my little supervisor, he had to go to the vet yesterday and we had to get some x-rays done. He's fine. He's okay. And after all was said and done, that was the thing, his prescriptions and whatnot got packed up into this little bag. And so I call it my $500 bag. They are so awesome there. They treat him so well. They're just such a very caring vet, I tell you. So anyways, what I thought I would do is, because we have all this bag that needs some loving, some home. And so I thought, well, I have all these scraps, so let's decorate it up. And then that's when I said, oh, I should bring you guys in with me. So I'm not going to measure anything, and I'm not going to give you any measurements because your bag may be bigger, it may be smaller, I don't know. And I'm just going to take and first of all make this the length that I want. Let's see, creating another scrap, and that probably went crooked because my paper slid, but that's okay. And I'm just going to take and line this up right about like so. And then that is where I'm going to take this, slide this out. Oops, slide this out. And I'm going to go right about there because I want it to be a little narrower than what I'm putting it on. And I'm okay with that little bit of tear because I want that edge of that bag to be here. To show that I want, you know what I meant. I want the bag to show around the edges. And I'm just going to, I should have done this before, but I want to ink up just to give it a little bit of definition. So yeah, Mr. Buggy Boo, he's all fine and dandy. Everything is really good with him. He had the x-rays to see how his front legs and whatnot were developing, because we had a little bow in his leg. Well, not a little one, it was a big one. And I thought that with that not being noticed at his last grooming appointment, I thought, oh my goodness, it was just so little while ago, and I thought, oh, if he's developing so poorly, it's not going to, maybe he needs surgery, maybe he needs braces, I don't know. So thankfully everything is okay. It sounds like he may have extra elasticity in his joints, meaning double jointed. And so what looks like is out of place isn't really out of place. It's just doing something funky, and we'll go back, which is a huge relief, because we don't want anything to be wrong with our babies. I'm going to put this on this side because I have a piece that is more like this, and I want that on the inside, so it's kind of like a writing piece. And I think we're going to do make up your mind, Sophie. Just do one and just make up your mind. Okay, and so this I'm going to ink with this little bit of blue, because that's what I've been, it really matches the blue in the kit, and I like how it gives me that contrast. And I don't know how long I'm going to have peace and quiet. My door is not closed. And this is going to go this way. My door is not closed. Grandpa's out working in the garage. Puppies are sleeping. And I'm guessing as soon as Grandpa decides to come in from the garage, it's going to be a lot of barking going on. They get so excited. Okay. Then I'm going to take, I have more scraps here. So let's take this one and see how far this scrap piece gets me. I love these papers so much. They're so pretty. And I'm just going to bring that up. Like that. And I'm just going to, the lines make it much easier to make sure that you got a straight piece. That's good. It's good. Okay, do I want this to go like this, or do I want this? I want this to go like this. So I'm just going to put this to where I want this, like this. And then I'm just lining here how much of I want it to show. And then that also gives me my piece to be straight. And the ink that I'm using, if I can find it, is Uncharted Mariner. It's a very beautiful blue. And I don't know, I'm getting quite the collection of colors, which I guess really isn't a bad thing. It really isn't. But I can't buy them locally anymore. Michael's doesn't sell them. They now sell, I don't know, it's some brand. I don't even know what it is. Don't even know if it's any good or not, because I haven't. I'm kind of stuck on the Ranger, the Tim Holtz brands, you know. And the one that Michael has, I don't know. The one thing I will say is that you can buy the pad and the ink together, so it will definitely be easy to, well, let's see, do I have another piece of that? I do, because this one is too narrow, so let's do that again. This one here is the height that we want it. Let's just do, how are we going to do that? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. I get my corner in there. Then I get this corner in there, and that's what I really want. So I want to do it like this, and then I am going to just take and what I'm doing is this line here seems to be lined up pretty good with this, so I'm just going to make my space, eyeball it, that it'll be good. And then this here, I worked hard to get that in there, but I kind of like that just as well. And this, I seem to have gone off this way, so we're going to do it this way. And to heck with it. We're going to do it this way. And I'm just going to take my ruler again and go make sure my paper is straight. Look where my line up here is. Here. Here. Something like that, maybe. There we go. So I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video where you can find these beautiful kits. It is, I'm working with the Slimline, but there's also the regular horizontal kit, and of course available both in the US letters size, which is what I use, the 8.5 by 11, and then there's the A4 size as well. So it's nice that you get the different options. So I will leave all that information for you in the description. And it's also on sale for this month. So that's very, very cool. Great deal. And of course, we have challenges going on. So if you aren't aware of that, don't know where to find the items, and you want to join in, I'm going to leave a link to Natalie's Facebook group. This way. Natalie's Facebook group. And I am going to also leave a link for my Facebook group in there, just in case you want to join me too. Okay, so we're going to do this again, and this one is too short. Do we want to put a pocket or something in here? Do we want to do, no, let's not do that. Let's just not do that. Let's do this. You know what's going to happen? We're going to be doing a collage or something here real soon. I got lots of scraps. And Natalie and I have worked out details for our next little mini series, and it's going to be a fun one. And we're going to be doing that in that 4th week in March there. Offhand, I don't remember what days it's going to start. I will put it in the description though. And keep an eye on that. And this time we're doing 2 lives and 1 video. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It will be fun. I always have fun in our lives with Natalie. She's so funny. And coming up soon, keep an eye out in the Facebook group, in April's Facebook group, because her and I are going to have some fun we're going to do a live together. We were discussing it yesterday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I enjoy doing lives. Okay, so now let's put something. We don't want to look at a bottom of a paper bag. That's not wide enough. That's not wide enough. That might be confusing. Let's see. I know that one's not wide enough either, but we could kind of collage it in there. We could. What else have we got? What other stuff have we got in here? Not that. What if we did? Oh, what if we did it this way? Okay, we're just going to do it this way. So let's go like this, measure like so. And we'll do that. And then we're just going to cut another one like that. Same size. That'll work. And then that gives us our bottom. And I'll just put some ink around this way. And then I'll glue this one in, then we'll ink the other one. And I gotta get this glue in here. that moved up into there. Make sure it's not interfering with anything as we close our bag down. There we go. Oh, I did a little bit there. But we're just going to, oops, don't put up, my fingernail did that. There we go, okay. And then I'm going to find my little finger one here, and we're just going to ink around here. Hopefully I did the right, hopefully I did the right side. If I didn't, oh well. We'll just make it fit no matter what. Okay. Go and put that in there. I need to see what I'm doing here. Oh, yeah, no, I see what I did. Did I get it in wrong? Did I? Got one maybe too long. Let's see. Oh, it works. Okay. There we go. Purdy. Yep, I like that. Okay, so we are going to put this way. Of course, what I did, this one's upside down, this one's right, this one's upside down, this one's right. It doesn't matter. It's a writing spot, right? And this one, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so let's put this in place. Maybe decorate it up, or should we decorate it up first? I'm not going to put anything on the insides here. We're just going to leave that as an open bag. I'm good with that. So let's see, what do we got here? What's some stuff? There's a lot of things in this kit to decorate with. I'll move some of my scraps out of the way. Not too far because I will be using those. There we go. All right, so what do we got here? We got so many. I like this lady here, and I think she would be really pretty right there. But I also cannot have that because that would interfere with my opening. I can do, well, let's glue her in, and I'm going to glue her down here because as long as this doesn't, and this here, I think this might be able to stay. So let's see, let's glue her in. I'm just going to give her a little bit of inking. Just because I have some pieces there where maybe my fussy cutting wasn't exactly up to par. And I'm just going to lots of glue. I don't want to put too much glue there because I don't know how much I'm going to cut off, but that's okay. So we're just going to let her sit. Just want to make sure that this piece of her dress is not interfering with that. Okay, and I'm going to snip her dress off here, like so. We're going to leave that just for now because that can go up there, just like that. I will take this glue off of here and maybe give her a little bit of color. Oh, I really like that blue around there too. That kind of looks nice. I like that with the blue. Oh, hopefully I put it, yes I did, okay. I don't need to think anything there. Just maybe just little bits. Just little bits. Give it a little bit of a... There we go. Okay. Done inking. So now we can put a little butterfly up here. Let's see. We have this beautiful blue one. Beautiful blue. That blends in. I like that. And then we absolutely have to have some cheesecloth under there. Come on, we know it. You knew that was coming. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit here. And like so. There we go. And then, oops. All right, we're just going to do a little bit like so. Just like so. And I think we have got her little snippets. Words and number snippets. And I just love this kit. Oh, just something like that. Let's see. Let's see. Oops. Oh, well, that one kind of jumped out. Maybe that's the one that needs to go there. But I also have, in here, the, yeah, what am I trying to tell you? The, these, the, from Fortune Cookies. That would be pretty too, but don't do that. We're going to just do this number. That's what we're going to do. That's just what we're going to do. A little inking. It kind of flew out of there, and just that's one that needed to be used. And I think, well, we could put that over here too. But I'm going to put it over here, because that's just what I'm going to do. If I ever get it off of here. Oops, oops. There went that was my guide. My mat fits into my screen. And as long as I'm working on the pink, I know I'm in screen. I'm just going to put it right across here. There. Okay. And how about these two little buttons here? They kind of look like a snap. That's what they look like to me. It's like they snap. I could be way wrong, but that's what they look like to me, and that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Okay. So I think for now we're going to call that done. I like that. Okay. So let's get that out of the way, and I have a spot all picked out for my $500 bag right here. So we're going to take, oh, look how pretty that is. And I did this purposely because I thought it would be easier to, well, I don't know what I was thinking. I might put a paper clip in that just to hold that I think that's what I'll do. Anyways, so we're going to make this a belly band. So we're just going to do the sides. So there we go. And we're just going to put that right about here, I think. Do we want to center it? I don't really, well, let's just center it. Let's just do that, shall we? Okay. So while we're waiting for this glue to dry, I think that looks really pretty. Let's find a paper clip that's going to work. I have blue and I have purple. Well, that just really is going to be exactly what it's going to be, isn't it? And then this can just go in here like that. Well, that sort of work, but not really. What if we did this? There we go. That's better. That's better. That at least holds that closed. Okay, so then I had this brainiac idea. And I took one of the pieces of paper and I cut it down to size. And I took it and folded it like this and then just flattened it. So that you can see that it's not perfectly straight, but I'm okay with that. And then what I did was I just took my corner rounder and rounded the edges. And then I'm torn. Do I want to leave it like this, that you open it up and it's writing space? Or do I want to glue that down and make it a tuck spot? I think I want to glue it down and make that a tuck spot. So I am going to, oh, brainiac idea. We could glue this here and this here so it's a tuck spot here, but also make it so it's a tag holder here. Oh, that was unplanned. Okay, well, let's try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it'd be fun if it does. Okay, come on, glue. Okay, so keeping it off of that white spot there. Keeping it off the white. Now, I am going to glue this bottom, though, because I don't want anything to fall through. Okay, so now we need to find something that's going to go through. Oh, you know what I could have done? Hold on. Don't let your glue dry yet. So don't let it dry yet, because there's a different plot involves this here. Let's see, what do we got for tags? We have small tag. Let's see. Too wide. This one would fit though. So, like this, yes. And then like that, okay. So, let's make sure, oops, oh, I'm just really boogering up my map there, aren't I? So, what the plan is to make it a, yeah, you get through there. Come on, what's holding you up? Trying to be so careful here, okay. There we go, okay. There we go, okay. And then we are going to like that. I'm like, okay, all right. Now, I just put my glue, reinforced it back in, didn't it? Yeah, good. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. That's okay. So I'm going to take and I'm going to run some glue. Let's get this out of here. I'm going to run some glue right about, I'm running it right about here. So at the bottom of our tag doesn't go any further. There, just like so. And then we can we don't want to, what do we want to do? We don't want to ink that anymore. Now we're going to ink here, we're going to glue here and re-glue here. And we have the bottom glued off, so it can't go through. Well, it doesn't matter now. And I've glued that strip here, so this tag cannot go any further than that. And now we can. There we go. Okay, talk about hidden spots. Awesome. Okay, so let's just take, what do I got going here? There we go. Okay, so I have this obviously all inked. This will be a writing spot in here as well. And a tuck spot here. And now let's just tag here. Not you. Not you. You. Okay, so let's just take and glue this right on there. Well, that was in the making, I tell ya. Unplanned. Oh, it was quiet. Hold on. There, as predicted, Grandpa came in, dogs went crazy, but now the door is closed, so they can welcome their Grandpa back in, because, you know, he's been gone for so long. And let's put this way, because why not? There we go. Okay. Trim this up. Trim it, ink it. I didn't set any timer on this at all. Like I said, I was crafting. I went, hey, I should invite you guys in. So, get rid of that. Where is my round corner punch? There it is. Okay. Now we're not that one. That one. That one will do the trick. There. Okay, you just don't want to do the trick for me. Alrighty. So I think we'll do this on those edges. There we go. And maybe because we can, let's do some blue on these edges. I don't know. There. Okay, so now I think we need to do an eyelid in there. Oh, let's see. And, well, it wasn't really even, but that's okay. Hopefully. Maybe what I'll do, let's see how this fits. Oh, it looks pretty good. I'm going to ink just right in here first, because I don't want that stark white showing through there. I just caught myself doing That's what the lady that gives me my pedicure, she'll say, you know, move your foot this way or something, and I will, and she'll go, She is such a sweetheart, that lady. All right. There we go. I can get rid of that. And I think I should put a little, shouldn't we put a little piece of my quilt in there? I have discovered that just because you want to rip it, it doesn't necessarily always rip straight. Yeah. So we're just going to see if I can get oops. Alrighty. There we go. This might be too thick, but I don't want to do a thinner one. I do not want to do it thinner. There we go. My ears are ringing today. Somebody must be talking about me. Okay, and I'm just going to, can we rip this off? Well, of course we can. Why can't we? And, okay, so let's put you in there like so. Like that. Okay, and then I didn't want to bulking that up by decorating it at all yet. Okay, now let's see. Are you going to go in here nice for me? You're going to cause me grief. For some reason, it wants to cause me grief. And I don't know, I might have put a little bit too much glue somewhere. There we go. Do this side too. Oh, I know it did. The opening of the bag. I should have glued that down. Should have glued the back of the bag together, because that's what's causing that little bit of grief there. Let's see. There we go. There we go. So there. Well, that turned out very pretty, I'd say. So we have our bag here, which we don't have anything in there, which I think not on camera today, but I will make that envelope to go in there. But there's a few items there. Let's add. There. Put in that. It's a nice little extra storage place is what it is. There we go. And we'll put our little paper clip in here. There we go. Because I glued it down there, it doesn't work so well on there, but on here it does. There. I think so. Whatever. There we go. And there she is. So I have the front and backs done now. And now I have to work on the inside. So there, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have yourselves an awesome rest of the week. The weekend is almost here. Bye-bye now.